Hello everyone, and this recording is on the concordance plot tool tutorial by Laurence Anthony, so his fourth part of his tutorial. And this recording is to be relatively short in comparison to the previous ones because the concordance plot tool is not something very complex. Anyway, obviously I assume you've already watched Laurence Anthony's tutorial, so now let me give you a task to perform. First of all, let's open our Joseph Conrad's corpus in AntConc. Okay. And by the way, I know why Open Directory doesn't work in my case. Let me show you once again. It's because if I choose this, my system has problems with the letter at the beginning of my name, the Polish diacritic symbol, so that's why. So instead of this, I'll use Open Files, and I'll just mark all of these files and open them. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the task I'd like you to do. It is a bit silly, but on the other hand, I think quite interesting. I'd like you to find out which words are more frequent in Joseph Conrad's corpus. There should be an S here. Either positive words, and these are examples. I'd like you to check these: happy, beautiful, love, and victory, versus negative words, which are antonyms. So sad, ugly, hate, defeat. And before you do that, try to predict which would be more frequent, the positive ones or the negative ones. Okay, and after your prediction, please confront your prediction with what's there in your corpus. Okay, so do the task now, stop the recording and do the task now. Okay, and let me show you how I would approach it. First of all, I created two files, one with positive words, a TXT file with positive words, and a TXT file with negative words. I could do it by just typing the words here and, I don't know, adding them up later, but this is potentially more comfortable. I'll just load the file, so I'll use advanced settings here, load file, and I'll load the positive words. Okay, apply, and now press start. That's the problem. I didn't mark this one. Apply, start. And these positive words appear 222 times. And let's try negative words. That's 112. That's twice less than the positive words. So it's not very surprising, actually. In most cases, you will find positive words more frequent than negative words. This is typical for human communication. We tend to express positive opinions more frequently than negative opinions. It's also connected with the principle of politeness. We try to be polite to other people, so we would more frequently say the word beautiful rather than ugly. And the other cases like this are also typical. Okay, and the exercise I want you to do now is about this concordance plot tool. I want you to use the concordance plot tool to find out how Joseph Conrad uses positive and negative words throughout his novels. The idea is that I'd like to find out whether his novels start positive and end negative, or maybe it's the other way around, that they start negative and they end positive, or maybe there is no ultimate rule. Maybe they are scattered around accidentally, let's say, so that positive and negative expressions are equally spread out throughout his novels. So I would like you to do this exercise once again, but this time I'd like you to try to figure out how these positive and negative terms are distributed throughout his novels. Okay, so perform this task now, please. Okay, now let me show you. So stop the video, and after you've finished, let's watch the way I would do it. So once again, because I have these files, actually if I go to the concordance plot, I can already see the results. I don't have to do the start again, although if I do it, I'll get the same results. So these are the negative words, the way they spread. If you look carefully, they are mostly spread equally across the the novels. Yeah, and how about positive words? Well, it looks similar, although I would say there is a tendency to use a bit more positive words at a later part of his novels. Not at the, I mean, they are at the beginning, but there is more towards the end. Maybe this would be an exception, but otherwise, well, at least in this case, I guess in this case as well to some extent, although that's disputable, that's definitely in this case. And potentially in this case as well, I think there are a few more words on this side than on this side. Well, let me show you the way that we can compare. So these are the screenshots I took. These are positive words, and these are negative words. Positive words, negative words. Positive words, negative words. I think positive words tend to appear more in the second part rather than negative words. Negative words, not that much. Negative words are scattered mostly accidentally. I mean, the tendency is not very strong, but if we analyzed more examples, more words which are positive and negative, maybe this pattern I talked about would be confirmed. But these conclusions are something that a researcher has to figure out on his own or on her own. Rather, the data will not eventually give him the answer. The data is only a suggestion for the researcher to draw conclusions. Okay, that's everything for this part. See you soon with the next recording. Bye bye. Have a nice day.